Welcome to Comic Crackdown. With me as your main conspirator as always, Nicholas, or Telemations on any social media platforms. And with me as always is my co-conspirator...
Danny Cutler-Ori on almost all social media platforms. But how are you doing today, Nick?
I am doing good. I have my coffee mug. You can't see it, but it says, "I hate everyone I work with."
Oh, wow.
Yes. Not you, Danny. Not you.
Oh, wow.
Yes. And on this episode, we are talking about WandaVision, and the main focus of today is just going to be what Wanda goes through. But what Wanda goes through isn't unique to just her, because Wanda, when she was little, lost her family. So what will our audience find in the description that can help other people who have lost their families?
Well, because we were talking about the topic of child separation, we decided that the charity for this episode will be the Palestinian Children's Relief Fund, which is pcrf.net. On this podcast, we are Free Palestine. We are here in supporting the Palestinian people. A lot of children are being separated. A lot of children are having to flee and become refugees. A lot of children are having medical issues, and the Palestinian Children's Relief Fund helps, like in the name, take the money donated and give it directly to children to help them. But though we are Free Palestine, do not use this as an excuse to be anti-Semitic. That's not cool. That's not cool.
Yes, that is.
But Free Palestine.
Exactly, Free Palestine. And we most likely will be having a guest this episode, Jake the Nice Guy, that you can find under that same username on TikTok and Instagram. He was going to be here for the beginning, but he is currently getting pruned by the TVA, so we just hope that he makes it out of the void.
Elias is going to eat him at some point, and we're just hoping we get to talk to him before Elias does that.
Yeah, pray for Jake, guys. Pray for Jake.
Hashtag pray for Jake. F in the chat. F in the chat.
In the chat, guys. And just before we get into WandaVision, we're going to have a quick pop culture pop-up. Danny, what is our quick pop culture pop-up of the day? That's a lot of P's. Goddamn.
That's a lot of P's. Something you wouldn't know about. But we are getting into the DaBaby situation. If you didn't know, the rapper DaBaby made some incredibly homophobic comments about HIV and AIDS, which are unexcusable. This is an LGBTQ plus run podcast, and we aren't going to stand for it on God. But a couple of people came forward about the situation. Dua Lipa was fully like, I don't know this person because the person I met wasn't like this. And then Elton John was like, don't be like that. Nick, do you have the Elton John tweets pulled up? Or let's get into it.
No, but let me do that right now because I am always ready to read from Elton John.
Okay, well, while he looks that up, I want to let people know a little background on Elton John. Elton John is very big supporter of making sure that we get research for the HIV and AIDS movement. I believe he has his own HIV and AIDS charity, because I know he does an Oscars gala every year with this charity, I'm pretty sure.
Yes, he has the Elton John AIDS Foundation, which we will also link in the description, as long as the Mercury Phoenix Trust, which was started by the band Queen in remembrance of their lead singer Freddie Mercury, who died of HIV/AIDS.
Mm-hmm.
So Elton John put a 5-tweet thread. Clearly, whoever runs his Twitter was looking over his shoulder, because this is quite tame, and we know that Elton John...
Quite tame.
It is very tame. Okay, so starting off,
his
Elton
publicist
John
was on the phone.
It's like, Elton, you can't curse. You can't.
And then David was probably over his shoulder like, don't embarrass me and the kids. And that's all God.
I love Elton John's, kids. That house must be so fun.
Oh my God. Hey, Dad, can we watch The Lion King? How about I do a full-blown concert viewing for you instead?
Oh, just real quick, because goddamn does my ADHD kick hard. Elton John came out against the live-action Lion King movie, but he also made a new song for the live action Lion King, so he really just got that bag and was like, I don't know them.
I don't know this. It's Mariah Carey putting on the glasses. I don't know her.
Okay, so starting off, we've been shocked to read about the HIV misinformation and homophobic statements made at a recent DaBaby show. This fuels stigma and discrimination and is the opposite of what our world needs to fight the AIDS epidemic. The facts are, HIV misinformation and homophobia have no place in the music industry. We must break down the stigma around HIV and not spread it. As musicians, it's our job to bring people together. Second tweet. HIV has affected over 70 million people globally, men, women, children, and the most vulnerable people in our communities. Third tweet, in America, a gay black man has a 50% lifetime chance of contracting HIV. Stigma and shame around HIV and homosexuality is a huge driver of this vulnerability. We need to break down the myths and judgments and not fuel these. Fourth tweet, you can live a long, healthy life with HIV. Treatment is so advanced that with one pill a day, HIV can become undetectable in your body, so you can't pass it on to other people. Tweet number 5, homophobic and HIV mistruths have no place in our society and industry. As musicians, we must spread compassion and love for the most marginalized people in our communities. A musician's job, god dang, talking is hard, is to bring people together.
There we have it. Elton John mopped the floor.
And just a quick sidetrack, not connected to that. I have just been informed that Jake, while not eaten by Eliath, is currently being held hostage by the President Loki gang.
Okay.
And instead of President Loki, it's Hooker Loki, so it's just President Loki, but with a hook.
Oh, wow.
So, Hooker Loki writes. Okay. So, Danny, do you have anything to say about any of that?
Well, as a purveyor of drama channels and the tea, I would like to get into it.
Okay, get into it. Go on.
A little bird told me. So obviously, if you haven't seen the Lil Nas X video for Industry Baby, what are you doing? First of all, but second of all, a lot of people are saying DaBaby found out that Lil Nas X had a similar music video concept and got mad, and that's why he started like hurling homophobic slurs at the audience. Well, it wasn't slurs, but he was like, if you're not sucking dick and don't have HIV, like, he made a comment he was at Rolling Loud, I believe. He was at Rolling Loud Music Festival, and he was like,
he was somewhere he's not going to be invited to again.
Yeah, everybody uninvited him, as they should, because that shit is gross. Like, what's the reason? Like, and it's so funny to me. Well, let me finish what I was saying. So they're thinking this is all because he got mad that an openly gay person had a better version of the music video concept he was going to do, because his music video compared to Lil Nas X is like, I mean, look at the material. You can be the judge of it. It was just better. Lil Nas X is a performer first. Like, he can put on a show. But DaBaby knows how to rap. That's it. Good for you. Yeah. And, like, this is a whole thing. Like, my nephew, one of my nephews, one of the younger ones, not gonna name him by name, is really into rappers. And, like, the whole time, it's just them, like, talking about fucking bitches and, like, getting drunk and how cool that makes them. And, like, I like rap music, so this isn't me, like, dogging rap, because there's great rappers out there. But, like, I'm talking, like, he's really into, like, Triple X and stuff like that. And it's like, why would you, like, listen to these people? Like, what the fuck? Like, why are these, like, I get that he was good in the Dua Peep. Whenever I say her name, I think of Wendy Williams saying Dua Peep. Dua Peep song. But, like, I don't, like, is he, like, is this who we're going to the push up? And not to mention, I'm pretty sure that, like, DaBaby sided with Megan the Stallion's abuser when he came out for shooting Megan in the foot.
Yeah,
so he's
I don't
like
think he was
double
on the
gross.
proper side. Yeah.
No, because Tory Lanez is the one that shot Megan in the foot.
Mhm.
And DaBaby was basically like on Tory Lanez's side, and like, that's disgusting. A woman literally got shot in the foot during a domestic dispute. Like,
Mhm.
what more could you need? It's disgusting.
Yeah, and I was like, DaBaby has put out 2 apologies, and if like you have to put out 2 apologies for one thing that you shouldn't have done in the first place, especially when it's something like as bad as he did, the second apology, which also a lot of people are saying is not how he speaks at all, so shout out to
he got his
whoever wrote
publicist.
that.
Shout out to his publicist.
But I was waiting on Elton John to speak out against that, because I still
Not only
remember...
that, yeah, go for it, and then I'll add my piece.
Oh, because I was going to say that I remember when Elton John came out, like, in a similar way when a lot of people were saying Eminem was homophobic, and now and Eminem are apparently great friends.
They're not only great friends, but when Eminem decided to get sober, Elton John was his AA sponsor. So that's why they're so close. Because Elton had to get sober at one point. I mean, if you've seen Rocket Man, you know that the big theme of the movie is him trying to get sober because it was taking over his life. But he was Eminem's AA sponsor, and that's why they're so close. And not only that, but I had a feeling he was gonna speak out from the jump, because him and Dua Lipa are very close, like out of nowhere. So that leads me to believe, hopefully I'm manifesting it, we're getting a Dula Peep X Elton John song. I'm hoping. That would bop.
Oh, that really would.
Yeah, because they're like, they go out to dinner all the time. Like, it's like, oh, Dula Peep. Like, I'm a big Dumois girl, so if you follow Dumois on Instagram, it's Dua Lipa is out with Elton John at dinner again, so I'm thinking they're collaborating. I mean, whenever he collabs with these new kids, I love it. Like when he did the Spotify sessions with Khalid. No, it's Khalid,
Yeah,
right?
I think so.
Yeah, Young, Dumb, and Broke. I love that version better than the original one. Oh my god, it's them together. Their voices are so good together. I loved it.
Oh yeah, that was just great. But the thing is, this is because I was originally just gonna have Danny read the tweets, because I can see the tweets that people have left under it, where it's a lot of people saying, great job at what you said, but... And what they say after the but is things like, it also affects these minority groups that you didn't mention, and such, which he didn't mention every minority group, but that's because he's already fighting for those minority groups, and his publicist was like, you get 5 tweets to yourself. Use them. And some people did bring up good points that, this problem could have been fixed a bit sooner if, HIV and AIDS and homosexuality wasn't stigmatized in the early 80s and 90s.
Thanks, Ronald Reagan.
And Nancy Reagan, because wasn't Nancy Reagan like pro helping the homosexual community, and then Ronald was like, marry me and forget those people?
Pretty much. She sold her morals for some dick. Musty cowboy actor dick.
Like, some people were also mentioning that the reason some people are against it today is because they think it's a new thing, because you don't really meet that many old members of the LGBT community, and that's because a lot of them died in the 80s and 90s.
And let me say something, as somebody who has family who is HIV positive, and like he survived, like, it's possible. Like, it's just because nobody gave a fuck, a lot of the community is gone. Like, there's this great photo from the San Francisco Gay Men's Choir where it's a photo where there's a couple of men in red vests or colored vests, and the rest of them are in black vests. And the red vests are the original members, like people who survived the AIDS epidemic. And it's like 4 people, maybe less. And the rest of them are black. like, it's a very visual representation of how hard the community was hit because people didn't care because they were homophobic and they were more scared of what they didn't know instead of helping people.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure if the AIDS epidemic was targeting straight men more than it was targeting the gay community, it would have been solved already.
Oh, most definitely. And I'm just like, because this is also making me think of like just people we've lost, as I mentioned earlier, since I'm going to link the Phoenix Trust Fund for Freddie Mercury. If Freddie Mercury, didn't pass due to HIV and AIDS, that man would rock every show with like Harvey Milk level gay. Harvey Milk being, a famous gay politician from San Francisco in the 80s, was it?
Well, everybody knows Harvey Milk because Sean Penn did the Oscar award either nominated or winning movie Milk. Like,
to be honest, all I remember from that movie is Diego Luna playing his boyfriend. And also
Fair.
James Franco showing up for some reason.
Okay.
But...
Let me, well, I know way too much about the Milk assassination because I had to do it for a paper in class.
Mm-hmm.
So, essentially, like, Harvey Milk was, elected, and Mayor Moscone, which, was the mayor at the time, he was super supportive of it. He was like, yes, like, San Francisco's taking steps forward. I mean, we have a whole neighborhood that's, like, ran by the gays, for the gays. This is great. Awesome. Let's work together to do, like, infrastructure. And they were really about, like, putting, like, things in place to help the community. And I forget the name of the other, politician, as we should, because he was awful, like, he killed people. But because he was so mad that Harvey Milk was getting this attention from the press and from other politicians in the city and from Mayor Moscone, he went and he killed both of them. He shot them in San Francisco fucking City Hall. And for what? And then he tried to defend it by saying he ate too many sugary products. Yeah, he had too much sugary breakfast, and it's the first time we've ever seen, and I think the only time we've ever seen the Twinkie use, like,
yeah, the Twinkie defense.
The Twinkie defense, like, sir, I'm sorry that you are homophobic and you want to use Twinkies as an excuse. Good night. Have a good life.
But yeah, that whole thing just is a lot. And
it's a lot.
Because, like, I know, like, because on my TikTok I follow, like, Gary V, and Gary has videos with DaBaby. I had to look at his name to remember what it was. Where, like, they both seem, like, pumped and, like, energetic about caring about, like, their community fans.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're aware of how strong your pull is with your fans, and then you go say that, no.
Yeah, that's not the greatest. Okay.
Okay, so we could do like a whole episode on that, which is probably going to happen at some point. But let's try to spin it back into comics.
Sorry, you guys. I'm currently sick at home right now, so if you hear me coughing, that's why. It's not the Rona. Just I had COVID at the very beginning of the pandemic, and I have long haul symptoms. So if I'm coughing, that's why.
Okay. So I was kind of reminded of this this morning, because Marvel, for a good amount of their time as the MCU, was mostly run by Kevin Feige and a dude named Ike Perlmutter. Some dude who was kicked out for being racist as hell.
Oh, lordy.
Yeah, and what he tried doing was he really pushed for Kevin Feige to make an Inhumans movie, because Fox wasn't gonna sell Marvel the X-Men and the Fantastic Four, and the Inhumans are one step away from just being mutant heroes. but then that got kicked down to a TV show, and a lot of movies got changed around. Like Civil War was supposed to be a movie about the Serpent Society.
Oh my god, yeah! Don't oh, we could have had it all!
So I didn't tell Danny about what the surprise topic would be, so I have Marvel's Phase 4. Now this isn't a current list because it is still listing Black Widow as May 7th, 2021.
Oh, let's get into it!
So it has both movies and TV shows, and I kind of want to go through like the movies and what maybe either have a spin-off TV show or be turned into a TV show, because some of these I don't think Marvel is brave enough to make it into a full-fledged movie. I'm sorry, but it's true.
Oh my god. Let's get into it. Let's get into it!
So first is Shang. Are you ready?
I'm so excited. This is such a good choice.
Okay, so first off is listed as Shang-Chi for July 9th, 2021. What'd you think of Shang-Chi when you saw it in theaters?
Shang-Chi, wow, it was just such a good time, but obviously we didn't get to see it because of the pandemic.
Yes, vaccinate
very soon.
And wear your masks.
Please, stop the spread. So we are from the Bay Area, if you didn't know that, and Shang-Chi.
You can't tell.
When they were filming it, like there were tweets going around, and like they had to go on like. And this also happened when they were filming The Matrix in the city. We've had a lot of movies filmed in the city. They were like they had to go on the news and be like, if you see a half ripped open Muni bus, it's fine. They're filming Shang-Chi. And like people were just tweeting, y'all see the Marvel movie bus? Like it was a whole thing. So like I'm very excited. Also, Shang-Chi and his little like Awkwafina's characters, I just keep on calling her his little friend. They're gonna be working at the Fairmont, which is like the fanciest hotel in the city. And I'm very much like, yes, get that money, yeah. Like, I'm very excited as somebody who, like, hopefully, this is the problem with Ant-Man. None of the streets match up in the Ant-Man movies. It's them, like, driving
really
in different parts of the city. They don't match up. So everybody from the Bay is just like, why are they going here today? So I'm hoping they don't do that with Shang-Chi, and if they do, I'm really, you know what, it's fine. You know what, it's fine. We'll do it for Simu. It's okay. Like,
canceled Kim's Convenience for no reason.
Oh my god, I know.
I'm still like, they're giving a character a spinoff, and like, it is a liked character, but I do find it weird that Netflix is like
the only white character. Interesting, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, but like, since Simu's character and Awkwafina are both playing valet, do you think we're gonna get Jurassic World level car advertisements?
So maybe Dodge Avenger level? Y'all remember that?
We don't talk about that, Danny. We don't.
I saw one on the freeway the other day and I went, ah! Oh my god. I was like, oh my god. Same thing with I think it was for Age of Ultron, the Harley Davidson ads. Oh my god, you remember that?
That was a time.
They had a Harley on the red carpet.
It is something.
It was something else. Also, the Captain America army ad placements. Do. Like I can remember the music. Oh my god. And now it's like the MCU is just like, we don't need you. Mr. Feige did what he had to do to get that funding for the special effects, and I respect that.
He really did. Okay. The next movie listed is Marvel's The Eternals, which is listed for November 5th, 2021. I don't know when this movie is actually going to come out. I don't know if it's still November.
Wait, I hope not, because that's my mother-in-law's birthday. No.
Ah, damn, you're gonna have to push her birthday back.
Oh, God. Let's get Chris on the phone right now. Fuck. Have you heard the rumor?
That the movie isn't colorful at all? No, I haven't heard the rumor. I saw the trailer and I'm like, where are the colors?
No. Have you heard the rumor about that person who's rumored to be in it?
Wait, who's rumored to be in it? I'm scared.
As a 13-year-old inside of me, 13-year-old inside of me is very much like, oh my God, I'm gonna marry that man one day. I love him and his singing boy band. But me as a 23-year-old is very much saying, oh, yes, we will be a fine line. Yes, please tell me that watermelon sugar. Harry Styles might be in the movie. As a surprise.
What?
Oh my God. Yeah, my baby daddy. Oh! I have so many baby daddies. By the end of like in a year, it's gonna be just like episodes of me calling different actors my baby daddy or my baby mama, because there's always room for Brie Larson.
Yeah, always. Oh, Brie Larson. I thought you were gonna say Elizabeth Olsen.
Well, I mean, yeah, that too, but like Brie Larson. Oh, that's gonna be a whole tangent about. Oh. There's gonna be a whole tangent about me talking about how Chris Evans and Brie Larson are the reason that I know that I'm bisexual. Like, have I ever told you that story?
No, but we will get into that. I saw someone called the Olsen twins Wanda Maximoff's variants.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God, I'm thinking about that. Not the variants. Yeah, but I'm excited. I think the Eternals is setting the tone for what we're going to be seeing the MCU looking like going forward. Because I mean, fucking Angelina Jolie.
I want her
that
in a
one
Star
guy
Wars
from
movie.
Richard Madden. Richard Madden.
Yeah. From The Bodyguard, I think, is what the show is. That show is so hard to...
Richard Madden was Elton John's boyfriend in Rocket Man. How dare you?
No, but he was in a TV show where he played a bodyguard where people who didn't understand accents thought he was trying to commit Oedipus.
Oh my God, not Oedipus.
Because
Speaking of Oedipus, this is a comic crackdown for another episode of the pop culture pop-up. Are we going to talk about Chris Chan? Jesus Christ.
Oh, no, I want to leave her alone because I feel so bad for her lawyer.
God, Chris Chan. I would say get help, but I think she's past far gone. Jesus Christ, and we're gonna leave it at that.
Yes. Okay. Now, next that is listed is a movie me and Danny will see opening night, no matter what the consequences, even if the San Andreas fault hits, is Spider-Man No Way Home.
Oh, period. Me and you. We were talking about this before we started recording, and we said we were going to get... Jay, what are you doing? Sorry, I can hear my son causing trouble. Jay?
Special guest for the episode, Jay.
My 5-year-old son who has lots of things he's probably... Jay Bryant, what are you doing on the counter? Get down. Get down, little boy.
He is exploring.
He's not exploring. He's getting himself into trouble. Did I tell you about the powdered sugar incident yesterday?
Oh, no. Did you want to quickly talk about that?
He poured half a bag of powdered sugar on the floor. I had to vacuum it up. That's that on that. It was everywhere. Okay, back to what I was saying about No Way Home. Not No Way Home. Fuck.
Spider-Man No Way Home.
Spider-Man No Way Home. Nick and I already decided we're going to get 3 seats. Why 3 seats? So we have one in the middle to hold the popcorn. So that way, if Toby gets on the screen, Nick has enough room to throw his hands up and scream.
Yes, because
I don't want to get my shit rocked.
I don't want to be... Yeah, I don't want to, like, spread my arms out like I'm getting ready to hug the giant screen and accidentally get Me Too'd.
Not Me Too'd. Oh, our half-size little guest host is here. He's here.
Hello, Jay.
Jay, would you like to say hi into the microphone? You say hi.
Hi.
Little
There he
man.
is. Oh, you got
that is my
Jesus.
boy.
That is Uncle Nick's boy.
Okay, now next on the list is a movie I am equally, if not more, hyped for. March 25th, 2022, Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness.
That's gonna be so good. Sam Raimi, first of all. Oh my god. Second of all, after WandaVision itself, which we will get into in a moment, WandaVision, Doctor Strange, and Loki just ripped a new asshole in the fucking multiverse. Ugh, everything. It's gonna be so good. I'm so happy we don't know anything about it because they filmed it in secret. It's gonna be a full surprise, and I'm so ready.
I don't think they filmed it in secret. I think Sam Raimi grabbed the Necronomicon from Ash vs. the Evil Dead, read from it.
He did what he had to do.
He did what any of us would do. Okay.
I think
if
that man opens up the multiverse, do not prosecute him. That was on me. He caught us slipping.
Exactly. Let Sam Raimi do what Sam Raimi does and give him 2 more seasons of Ash vs. the Evil Dead because it should not have ended on that cliffhanger.
Period.
Okay, I will get into it if I keep going. But I think Loki might be in Multiverse of Madness, and I think Sam Raimi can do Loki right where Joss Whedon failed.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not that hard to, top Joss Whedon. Gal Gadot could do
it's
it.
Not hard.
With a sword.
It's not hard. Okay, next one. We have to keep it going. We haven't even gotten into the show yet.
Thor: Love and Thunder. Do you think that this... I really do think that this show is going to have a spin-off with Valkyrie. I really think Tessa Thompson...
Oh, you think the show's going to be about Valkyrie. Okay, I was like, this is a movie, homeboy. I think
Valkyrie's going to get a show, is what I'm saying.
I would love to see her get a show. Tessa Thompson is the one.
Mm-hmm.
That would be great. I would love it.
Because Taika had a show.
Taika did have a show. I mean...
What We Do in the Shadows.
So delicious. Both the Australian version and the American version. He's on both. The American version is a cameo. But oh my god, it's so good. If you need a good fucking laugh, just...
Yeah.
It is what it is. Go watch. It's great.
But also, some set photos released today, or were leaked today, of Christian Bale playing Gore the God Butcher.
Oh, man.
I honestly thought, I was like, man, this man is painted so white. I texted Danny to ask if she was there. I was like, Danny, were you there? I was like, Danny, were you their white reference?
Oh my god. Did they take a photo of you to make sure they had enough fluorescence in the skin? Because I know that you were used as the skin reference for Twilight, so they'd be all pale. Shut the fuck up. Get some fucking help.
Though I do want to say because I don't know why this reminded me of it, but the Thor: Love and Thunder logo is so aggressive. It reminded me of when I randomly aggressively texted you to see if you were still sick. And I was like, "Are you feeling better?" And then you were like, "Boy, what the fuck?"
Hi, Jay.
How are you?
How are you?
I'm good, Jay.
I'm good. How are you?
How are you?
Okay. Love that for you. He just decided to come in and grab my face and say, "How are you?" Wow. A wheel. I love motherhood. Okay, to the next one.
Okay, to the next one.
A fan, yeah.
Panther.
It's gonna be hard to watch.
They were still having
Chadwick. God.
Oh yeah.
The script revisions. I mean, I honestly, I'm not gonna get on them about the script revisions because this must be such a hard thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like it was absolutely like heartbreaking. Like,
oh yeah,
he battled his cancer in secret.
oh
He didn't let anybody know that anything was wrong. Like, I mean, what an absolute hero. Like, he's truly a hero. What an incredible man.
Seeing him on the press tours, I'm like, this man is tired from carrying the movie and Civil War and Infinity War.
We were all just like, oh, he's like, we were making jokes. Remember when that photo of him looking like super skinny came out and everybody was just like, oh, he's preparing for a role. He's preparing for a role. And like, now we know that it was because of the cancer. Like,
he did lose weight for a role because there was a movie where he was playing a lawyer, so he had to slim down from his Civil War size because, you know, if T'Challa shows up as your lawyer, you're gonna win.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like...
Oh, yeah, he slimmed down for more than just the role, and, you know, we took a lot.
His face looked gaunt.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I have my stepfather, I was raised by my stepfather, so I call him my dad a lot. My dad's chronically ill, and he's gaunt in that way, too, because it's really hard for him to eat a lot of food like he used to. But that's why, thanks California for making marijuana legal. That's been helping. But, looking at it now, like, it's this, he kind of has the same facial features as my dad does because of, you know, like, when somebody's sick like that, you can tell. It's sad, and, like, whatever way they decide to swing it, like, I'm probably going to be supportive of it because that's just such a hard situation to, like, have to rebuild the franchise off of. And, like, it's sad that we're talking about, like, what's the franchise going to look like after this, but Chadwick was the heart and the center of that movie. That movie wouldn't have been as good if Chadwick Boseman wasn't in it. He was truly a shining light.
Now, I had, like, an idea. No, I have to clarify with Danny, this is an idea. This isn't how I normally get things right in the Marvel Universe. That, so in the first Black Panther movie, after Killmonger gets the heart-shaped herb, he burns the rest of them except for the one that Nakia takes to, you know, give to M'Baku, but then gives it back to T'Challa, who's alive somehow. I would kind of like it if T'Challa just was in so he was in where the heart-shaped herb was, but he's kind of in the soil, and he's just in a constant state of meditation to use kind of the spiritual powers he gets from his connection to the spiritual realm where his dad and all the previous Black Panthers are. So the roots can grow again and make more heart-shaped herbs for future Black Panthers.
Oh wow.
So,
I really like that.
Yeah.
However, did you see the leaked photo the other day?
I did see that, but I do think that's most likely a little... Wait, which leaked photo are you talking about? Are you talking about the giant pool?
No, there was a leaked photo of what is supposedly T'Challa's funeral.
I still think my idea could work. I just think that maybe like a funeral because he has to stay in the in-between between our world and the spiritual world or realm. Or whatever they call it.
Like I said, whatever they come up with, I'm probably going to be supportive of it. That's so hard.
Yeah, I have faith in Ryan Coogler, but
Ryan Coogler, Bay Area native. So proud.
But I do feel bad for like Angela Bassett, who has to deal with all those different script changes, plus the script secrecy that Marvel has now.
Letitia Wright, fucking Lupita Nyong'o, Denai Guerrero, like Winston Duke.
Oh yeah, man, that boy.
It was such a good ensemble cast.
It really was. I do kind of hope Martin Freeman is back, but make him just the only white guy.
Yeah. What a broken white man.
Exactly. Although, To continue on Chadwick Boseman, I really love his behind the scenes from Infinity War when he's talking to Bucky about fighting again, and then there's just a goat in the background that is just giving him shit.
Oh my god, the goat.
He's like trying to have a serious talk with Bucky, and the goat is like, "This is for Eric." Oh, Jay's back. Okay, Danny, you may need to call him Jay because you're gonna get hyped from this next part. I'm getting distracted by Jay. God dang.
He's remembered the entirety of the Crazy Frog song.
Okay. So, I mean, Jay can be a part of this conversation too.
Oh, Jay. Shh.
Okay. So, November 11th, 2022, Captain Marvel and the Marvels.
The Marvels! Yeah! If you know anything about me, I'm a Carol Danvers stan through and through. I love that woman. I went to my son's preschool graduation that was superhero themed as Captain Marvel. Like,
yes.
She's the one.
Those are great.
I love everything about it. Kamala Khan. Thank you, Jay. Monica Rambeau. All the homies. America Chavez is in it too, right?
I think so. Well, if Doctor Strange still comes out first, she'll be in it, but I don't think she'll be a main part of it.
Okay. Do you hear him?
Yeah, I can hear him. He's showing up on the mic.
You're getting a private concert every day.
Hey Danny, we have 4 more movies. Is Jay ready to hear these movies?
But Jay can't even hear you. He's just doing this to get a rise out of me.
Danny, you have to go straight-faced.
I'm trying. He's moving closer!
Get closer! Okay, Danny. Now, this movie doesn't have a release date. It just has a release year because the director is very busy fixing DC. It is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
That's gonna be a messy movie. I'm sorry to say it. I don't know who this man is.
It's gonna be so sad because it's the last time Dave Bautista is gonna play Drax the Destroyer.
Yeah, he fully was like, I'm out.
You know what I would really love for Guardians of the Galaxy 3? There's not a lot on Guardians of the Galaxy 3. We don't know the plot, or at least we don't. James Gunn obviously does because he's a genius.
Yeah.
But I want Drax to wear Groot as armor. It's like I want Groot to hop on Drax like a backpack.
Yes.
And
like
he just
Yoda
wraps.
in training with Luke.
No, but Groot just wraps around Drax.
While you run.
Run.
Run. I can be a backpack while you run.
Okay, yeah, there's really not much to say, but this one there is some to say because it kind of got name dropped in Loki. It is Blade.
I'm so excited. Mahershala Ali's from Hayward, which is town I grew up in. I don't live there anymore, but he's one of us. He moved up, as he should. What a king.
And so far, it's gonna be the only R-rated Marvel movie. Which I'm still gonna throw hands with Kevin Feige because we're getting Deadpool 3. They're working on it right now, apparently.
Oh my god.
But yeah, if they have Blade, I kind of want them, because a lot of people are talking about the Morbius trailer, which we only have one of, thankfully, because I am tired of Jared Leto. So in that trailer, Vulture shows up, or at least Adrian Toomes does. So it's possible that Toomes is a variant So I would love it if in the Blade movie there's a flashback scene of Morbius about to experiment on himself and become the living vampire, where Blade just chops him up. Like, Blade is like, I am having none of this shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
I like that. I don't have a lot of expectations for this movie. I don't know a lot about Blade, but I'm excited.
Anything's gonna be better than the Wesley Snipes version because, as far as I know, Mahershala Ali isn't a domestic abuser.
Also, like Mahershala Ali's an Oscar winner. You love that for him.
Now, this movie we are very much gonna love because it is Ant-Man and Wasp: Quantumania.
Yeah, I'm so excited. I love Ant-Man. We talked about this briefly in the last episode. I don't know if that's the part that Craig cut out, but
Yeah,
Nick and I decided if I was going to be a character in the MCU, I am going to be I would be Luis and Agatha mixed together.
Yeah. Although I
Because
also
when I
said
go
that you
on
would,
tangents, I am Luis.
but I could also see a little bit of that Russian dude. Because you
Oh,
are,
Baba Yaga. Because I do be spooky girl.
you do be spooky, especially whenever a Mormon comes by your place. You're just like, time to grab my tarot cards.
Tarot cards and crystals, baby.
Okay. But like, what are your hopes for Quantumania?
That they match up all the streets in San Francisco, right? I would like to see another Pier 39 blue and gold fleet moment. That was great. I would like to see him do something on Alcatraz Island. That's something that I actually think would be cool.
You just
Like,
see him
what if-
like,
Well, what if the bad
Hang
guy
there.
was like hiding a power generator or like a quantum something in the prison? That would be sick.
the villain
I'm
for the
sorry.
movie is Kang.
Okay, and what if Kang was like, let's hide it in Alcatraz? Because of how hard it is for locals to actually go to Alcatraz. Like, it would be funny.
It really would.
Okay, if you're not from the Bay Area and you're listening to this, it is incredibly hard for locals to go to Alcatraz because tourists will buy up all the tickets. Like, it's
It really
very
is.
hard. So, in fact, actually, this weekend, I'm going to Alcatraz for the first time. We had to buy the tickets in advance. Like, it's that hard, and it's so expensive to go because you have to go out on a boat to the island. But
Mhm.
it's finally happening for me, and I'm very excited about it.
Although, fun fact, there is a man who in his, I think, 70s or 80s swam handcuffed to Alcatraz Island.
Yep.
Fucking Jack LaLanne. God damn, that madman. Doing
Absolute
push-ups in
mad
heaven
lad.
now.
Absolute
Absolute mad
mad lad.
lad. Now,
Every
one
year
thing
that
I
they
want,
do the polar bear plunge, I'm like, y'all are mad lads. I love that for you. And the polar bear plunge is so they start at the marina, I think, the marina, which is right next to like if you've ever been to the Pier 39, like San Francisco as a tourist, it's the Pier 39 area, and then there's all the boats. It's where the boats are. They start where the boats are, and then they swim all the way out to Alcatraz Island and back, and that is the polar bear plunge. It's a whole thing in the Bay Area. It's very like sacred and stupid because people have died. So not doing the polar bear plunge, but trying to swim to Alcatraz Island or swimming from Alcatraz Island. That's a story for another time. I'm getting off track.
I don't know like how often you go to the pier or like what side of the pier you go to, but there's one dude I always see there, and I think he's Australian or New Zealand. He has a beard. He's shirtless no matter the weather, and it's the dude that balances on like the pipes.
Oh god, that guy!
Yeah, I want him in Ant-Man 3. Like, I want him to be...
Oh, do you know that? You know how there's always that like weird like power, like it's this like thing on stilts, and it's this guy doing like a radio show on the thing in stilts, and it's always like It's near that pier too, where all the performers are. But it's this guy up on stilts, and he's just like doing this radio show from up there, and he's been there for years. I want that in there, like in the background, his like thing. I want that. It would be for the locals, but it would be good for us.
Yeah,
If
something.
the Bushman was still alive, I would like him to be in it, but he's not.
No,
Hopefully he's scaring
yeah.
people with a bush in heaven.
Oh yeah, just like lighting a bush on fire. It's like, hey God, remember when you did this?
No, he didn't light bushes on fire. He would hide behind his fake bush and scare people.
I know. I want him to hide in the bush that. So he's hiding in a bush, but he lights it on fire and talks to God, and it's like, God, remember when you used to do this?
Oh my God, no! Oh, if they didn't close down the Rainforest Cafe in fucking Pier 39, I would have loved like a fight scene inside of that freaking Rainforest Cafe, because that's the most Ant-Man thing you could do. It was like have a fight scene in a Rainforest Cafe, like the Paul Blart movie. Oh my God.
I want Paul Blart in the MCU.
Oh my God, make Paul Blart an Avenger.
No, make Paul Blart like the dude who guards the Avengers compound now.
Oh my God, it's him on the fucking moped.
He just rolls around. He sees Janet, or not Janet, Hope, and it's like, hey, how you doing? And then she's just like, I'll kick your face in, and he's like, have a nice day.
Oh no. Okay, we gotta move on.
Now this next one, I don't know what's happening with it because one of the actresses is currently suing Disney. Is Fantastic Four. Now, why I say that is because a lot of people casted Emily Blunt as Sue Storm.
Oh yeah.
Which is alright casting. I'm more in the Samara Weaving category.
Love Samara. And I've said it before, I'll say it again. Anthony Ramos for Human Torch, or Daveed Diggs as the Invisible Man. Not the Invisible Man. Invisible Woman. What am I saying? The stretchy guy. It's been a while. I need to watch the movie again, I know.
I'm still in the camp for the dude from The Good Place for Reed Richards.
Oh, absolutely. Reed Richards. I had his name in the back of my head. Chidi Adeganye is actor. Love that. Love that.
Yeah. I with some actors' names, but like really good with other ones. Like both
Right?
you and other people in our friend group are like, Nick, we don't know who you're talking about. Say something that we know. And I'm like, then I just name off their IMDb catalog.
It's us waiting until we hear one that's like normal enough, and we're like, oh!
I would love, not a Fantastic Four show, but if you go on Disney Plus, Marvel has the thing called Marvel Legends, which is kind of like the snippets of the best moments from the characters.
Mhm. I
I want like a Fantastic Four kind of TV show, but it's just called Reed's Things, where it's just Reed Richards like recording things he can do with his stretchy powers.
Oh my
And you
God,
just
it's like
see in the-
Forky asks a question. It's in the same vein as Forky asks a question. They're 5 minutes at a time. It's just like, I realized I could hang from the top of the Empire State Building.
Some of the episodes are just Human Torch lighting like the Thing's bed on fire.
Oh my God.
Because you can't hurt the Thing like that, but you can annoy the Thing like that.
Yeah.
I used
Okay,
to want
who do
David
we want to
Harbour
be
as
the
the Thing. I used to want
David
David
Hopper is
Harbour.
the Thing. Oh my God, he would have been perfect, but I love him as the Red Guardian.
Oh, he is so good as the Red Guardian.
Well, David Harbour's just a national treasure.
He really is.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
now
Speaking of national treasure, they just announced that they're potentially like doing a Ghost Rider movie, and if you know me, I'm very excited.
I want Nicolas Cage back. I want to see him with abs again.
No, thank you.
No, that's something I
good.
keep on having to reiterate to people because they think his abs were CG, kind of like they did to Abomination in the Incredible Hulk movie with Edward Norton.
Oh, that was a choice.
I forget that actor's name, but they CG'd his abs, and a lot of people are like, "Oh, they CG'd Nicolas Cage's abs," and I'm like, "No, he
all Nick.
has. It's all him. but according to people that worked on the movie, they just used a little bit too much oil because they wanted to make it look like he was sweating a shit ton because he was about to become the Ghost Rider.
Okay, that's fair.
So they oiled him up like fierce. Because he looks so slick. I feel like if you try like slapping his chest, you'll like slip and hit like he does.
No. Okay, we gotta move on.
Okay, now Disney TV shows. This goes well with today, January 15th, 2021, WandaVision.
WandaVision. No, don't come back. My son's back.
Oh, fuck.
Sorry. I turned a show on for him in the living room so he would be occupied. That's why I'm saying that.
Okay.
I love him very much.
What did you think WandaVision was going to be before we ended up, watching it at 12 a.m.?
Well, when I first started, like, hearing rumors about a WandaVision TV show, I was like, but how would they do the format that they announced? Like, how would it be, like, different? What? Is this just going to be, like, all a dream for her? Like, I did not understand what they were going to do with it. And then they did what they did. And I'm not going to say much, because it's today's episode, but goddamn. Incredible. Yeah. Incredible.
I thought it was going to be more those different eras, but add a little bit more of a scare factor. Because I was hoping that like Wanda's psyche would be like broken early rather than breaking along with the episodes. Like it's ended up being slowly breaking, but I wanted it to be like broken like a Marvel fan after Infinity War broken.
Oh my god. On the floor of the movie theater crying. Because I didn't know what was happening. Like, I got out of my seat screaming with everybody else in the movie theater. Because I went to a movie theater that's connected to a comic book store.
Uh-huh.
And it was the earliest showing. If you're from our hometown, our collective hometown, you know exactly what movie theater I'm talking about. But, I got out of my seat and started screaming. And my poor father decided to come with me. Oh my god.
No.
This is my biological dad. So he's watching me have a full meltdown with my friend next to me because we met each other in line and didn't realize we were standing next to each other in line, so we decided to sit next to each other in the movie theater. Just like, okay, so that way we can like sit next to people and have a good experience. The two of us losing our shit. Oh my god. I met him after a day at work at my old job.
Mm-hmm.
And like, oh my god, the words that I used were not holy. Let's just leave it at that. People were screaming. And then it got to the cut scene, and everybody thought, like, they did an after credit scene, but the after credit scene was just Captain Marvel, and everybody lost their shit. I remember all of us screaming, like, yeah! And there was just a promise of Captain Marvel coming to fix it. And that was, like, it was iconic. I want to relive that moment. I want to relive that moment. I remember walking out of the movie theater crying and somebody looking at me like, what happened in there?
Yeah. Alright. Okay, now next. March 19th. I think the TV show list is pretty accurate because this looks right. March 19th, 2021, Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah. Is you ready? Soldier. Whole squad ready? Every time I heard that commercial with that song, I was like, ooh, ah. Like, I was into it. And Bucky's my boy. He is my number one. I have his dog tags in my house. Like,
Don't ask Danny how she got them, because you will be killed momentarily after you receive the answer.
You will die with your answer.
Yes, you will die with...
I wish I could take a photo of this right now, but Jay has put himself behind the blinds in our bedroom and is just standing there.
Okay, now, when this show was being made, and they said that George St. Pierre was coming back as Batroc the Lippe. I
Oh
don't know
my
why I
god,
said
I
it
was
like that.
like,
I can't do French accents. Oh wait, no, yes I can. I surrender.
oh my god.
But like, as soon as I heard he was in the show, I'm like, these fight scenes are gonna be A1 sauce.
Yeah.
Okay, now Loki. I don't want to say too much on Loki because that needs its whole episode with how important it is.
Oh my god. All I'm gonna say is fucking alligator Loki is my son. Kid Loki gave me everything I needed to know that we were getting Young Avengers. I'm very excited.
Oh yeah, Young Avengers is either this phase or the next phase. Probably the next phase.
So delicious. So delicious.
Now,
Yeah, this phase is about setting everything up to like make that.
Mhm.
And I don't mind waiting as long as we get the content.
Exactly. Next, Marvel's What If.
It's gonna be so interesting. But the thing I like to bring up is why do they keep on bringing back Peggy Carter? Let her rest. Like I'm excited for Captain Britain or like Captain Carter. It's Captain Carter, right?
Yeah, she calls herself Captain Carter, but like, I just want to know, how does Tiny Steve fit in the big Iron Man armor? Like, is he in a booster seat in there?
Probably there's a ladder. It's kind of like that one guy from the Clone Wars. It was my favorite episode I ever watched with my husband because he's a big Star Wars fan. If you didn't know, I mean, multiple tattoos. It's a lot. What the fuck is that guy's name? He's like a general, and he's inside the droid. And no, Jay, no. Thank you. Take it out.
No.
All done.
Done.
Hand out, please. Sorry, I had to be a mother for a second.
But yeah, I'm just excited for Killmonger working with Iron Man.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, not much to say on that because.
Wait. While we're on the topic of Peggy Carter, did you hear about how fucking Haley Atwell is like dating Tom Cruise? She might be a Scientologist now. Like.
Wait, what? No.
Yeah, like she might be the next Tom Cruise wife.
He just needs to come out.
Well, Scientology won't let him. Oh no, somebody from Scientology is going to hear this episode. We're going to have targets on our back. No, Leah Remini, help us! Oh God.
Okay, Miss Marvel.
I'm so excited. Kamala Khan's great.
I love that her suit is like pretty much 1-for-1 with the comics.
Yeah, it was delicious. Very much good. Love to eat good food in this house. So excited.
How often in superhero movies do we get like a comic accurate costume, but they just put random lines on it to make it look high tech?
Yeah.
Because like the homecoming suit, I've seen like art of that without the black lines on the blue legs and stuff, and I'm like, this looks so clean.
So
why didn't we get this?
Yeah.
Okay, Danny, you're gonna have to hold in your anger because I know some people don't like this next guy. Hawkeye.
Oh God. We are thankful because of Kate Bishop
And Yelena.
and Yelena Belova, which we now know is coming.
I really want Hawkeye to like send his dog after Yelena, and then Yelena sends her dog, and then those two dogs fall in love, Lady and the Tramp style.
Pizza Dog and Fanny together forever.
Pete the dog is best dog. I really hope they make plushies of him.
Oh, they're gonna. They're gonna.
Wait, what if Pizza Dog? Okay, so we used to think that President Loki was going to be the like everyone's favorite part of the Loki TV show, but it ended up being Alligator Loki.
Yeah.
What if Pizza Dog just gets like we see dog POV of him eating the pizza, and then the pizza starts talking to him, and it's like, you want to eat me, don't you? And it's voiced
Oh
by
my
like, and it's voiced by Tom Kenny or something.
Oh my god, it's like the SNL skit from when Regina, I think it's Regina King. Regina King hosted SNL, and it's her eating the weed gummy, and it's A.D. Bryant and Pete Davidson going, "I'm a weed gummy, yes, I'm a weed gummy," but it's the pizza.
I want that. I want Pete Davidson in a Marvel movie.
Well, he's in the DC right now, so.
Well, yeah, but like, if you think about it, so Pete Davidson is in the Suicide Squad, right?
Mm-hmm.
David Harbour is in the first Suicide Squad movie with Amanda Waller.
Oh my god, I forget
like,
about that.
We all do, Danny. It's okay.
Hopefully in the future.
Okay, now for my favorite topic, She-Hulk, aka Buff Woman Good.
Yeah! Oh my god, Nick with buff women. That is his type. He just wants a buff woman to choke him out.
You don't have to out me like that.
I'm going to out you like that. Hopefully this attracts your buff woman.
My DMs are open if you can crush a watermelon that is the size of the Hulk's bicep. That is my that's my bar. Like, not a regular watermelon, or like a small watermelon, like Hulk's bicep watermelon.
Oh my god.
Or if any of the cast of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, because I have some ideas for the Brooklyn Nine-Nine movie that Terry Crews wants to do.
Oh my god.
No, but I had a great idea for that. We could talk about that later. But next, Marvel's Moon Knight.
Moon Knight with fucking Oscar Isaac. Ooh, man. I'm so fan.
And Ethan Hawke.
Oscar Isaac. Oh, yeah.
Yes. Also, not much to say because, like, I don't think they've started yet.
I know Oscar Isaac is training, but that's not it.
I love those videos. They're great.
Mm-hmm.
Like, seeing all his fight training videos, I'm like, man, Star Wars really did us dirty.
Really did us dirty. And number 2, have you seen all the fight training with the lady who played Monica Rambeau and Brie Larson at the same time are posting all their workout videos right now? And I'm just like, oh my god, the Marvel. Oh my god, the Marvels is coming.
Brie Larson having Captain Marvel logos on her workout equipment gives me life.
That's my woman. I love her so much.
You're just like, Brie Larson, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I love her. I'm in love.
Danny, who do you think is going to be found out to be a Skrull in Secret Invasion coming out 2022, according to this list?
Oh, yeah. Secret Invasion. God. I feel like a lot of, like, politicians are going to be Secret Invasion Skrulls. I don't know if any, like, main players will end up being Skrulls, you know, like, I don't know, but that's because we don't know a lot about it. But, like, I want to see, like, half the country be run by Skrulls and we didn't even know it, you know? Kind of like in the vein of how, Republicans think we're run by lizard people.
Danny, Ted Cruz is a Skrull.
Ted Cruz! No!
It cannot be a coincidence that he looks like the evil secretary guy from Winter Soldier. It cannot be a coincidence.
He does though!
The evil, like, senator dude looks like if you took Ted Cruz and Mitch McConnell and put...
I'm so glad you said it. God, I'm so glad you said it.
I mean, I'm right though, aren't I?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so next up, Armor Wars.
Armor Wars.
On Cheadle.
I'm excited. I think it'll be cool. I just want to see more War Machine because I think he's gonna be fun. I think it's gonna be like in the vein of Captain America. Well, we now know it's Captain America and the Winter Soldier, but Falcon and the Winter Soldier. It's gonna be like that same kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Do you think he's going to try to
be
take
almost
up the
like
mantle?
A space of Iron Man? Maybe. I don't know. But I think it's going to be much more like like, I think it's gonna be like a space race, kind of. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I think
A
that's
space
fun.
race.
It's a space race, but men in like expensive metal suits.
I want one Sam Rockwell to come back. I think he was confirmed.
Oh,
But I just want him to have a dance-off. Like, in the style of Star-Lord, but, like, Rhodey actually starts dancing because, like, someone hacks into his armor, so the armor starts busting it down.
oh, I love that.
You just see Rhodey in the, like, War Machine armor doing the robot.
This isn't funny anymore.
Okay. Wait,
Okay.
did I skip over Ironheart?
You skipped over my girl, Riri Williams. How dare you?
I'm sorry, I saw Armor Wars and I'm like, Sam Rockwell, supremacy.
I am so excited. When I saw the Ironheart announcement, I lost my shit. Let me tell you that. Because I kept on. Zach, it was before you called me about the Ahsoka Tano TV show. Because if you don't know, Ahsoka is my favorite Jedi. Favorite. She's my girl.
She do be your girl.
When they were announcing all the Marvel stuff and they said Ironheart TV show, I started yelling, Riri Williams! Riri! It was not cute, but I was so excited. And then they announced the Miss Marvel show, and I was like, Bree. Bree's bringing us Kamala. Like, it was a whole thing.
It's great. Although I think so. Originally, Robert Downey Jr. said he would come back as Tony Stark for an Ironheart TV show because in the comics, Tony Stark comes back as like a hologram AI. But RDJ has unfollowed everyone in Marvel on social media and changed his header image on Twitter and all his social media.
He also just had it was either his PR people changed or he got a new agency or something, but I think it also has something to do with that.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he kind of like did that after the people running Marvel changed hands because it's not Bob Iger anymore, it's some other dude who is not doing so well right now with all these people suing him.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Disney changed hands again the next couple of years, especially because Mickey Mouse's trademark's coming up soon.
Oh yeah, they're gonna fight for Congress for it to be extended. They're gonna choke that mouse. Okay, there's also Groot, which
yeah,
I don't remember what they said to be like, because like Groot should be an adult by 2020, or because Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 comes out before. No, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 comes out 2023, so Groot should still be a teenager-ish.
The Groot show is going to be like the Forky asks a question. Truthfully. Because what else can they do? All he says is, I am Groot.
It's just him and Thor just having a full-on conversation. It's like, so Tree, what kind of alcohol do you like to drink? I am Groot. Oh yes, I forgot, you're 20. I'm sorry. My apologies.
Wait. Didn't they say that the Groot was an animated series?
Yeah, so like, you just see animated Groot and Thor's like, so do you like to drink, Groot? I'm 16. And then Thor gives him like a bigger jug of, or like a huge thing of alcohol, and it's like, you're a growing boy, I see.
Oh
you're a growing boy, drink twice as much alcohol.
We must support you during these trying times.
Honestly. Now my favorite thing coming onto Disney Plus. Guardians of the Galaxy, the holiday special.
My god! This is gonna be so great.
I want James Gunn to get Harrison Ford to do it.
That would be incredible.
Harrison Ford, Han Solo in the holiday special.
And it's him for 3 seconds. Walks in costume. I'm dead. Walks out. That's all I need. That's all I need.
Walks in for 3 seconds, he gets the only F-bomb. What the fuck is a Force Ghost? Because he said that because someone asked him about Rise of Skywalker. It's like, so did Han Solo come back as a Force Ghost? What the fuck is a Force Ghost? Because I kind of think that Harrison Ford knows a lot about Star Wars lore. He just doesn't want to admit it.
Fair. Honestly, me too.
What do you want from Guardians of the Galaxy, the holiday special?
I want it to be cheesy. I want it to be Cheese Balls USA. That's what I want from it.
Cheese Balls USA.
It cannot take itself too seriously. Like that's what I want from it.
I think it's gonna be great because, not in a mean way, Guardians of the Galaxy is kind of the only thing Chris Pratt has at the moment.
Chris Pratt! That rat is so crispy.
That is so crispy.
He's so crispy. Or just to satiate all the Marvel nerds, have Jack Black come on to the holiday special.
Have Jack Black come on? But okay, so it's listed as 2022. Have Jack Black come on as a variant of Star-Lord.
Yes. But I wouldn't want him to be wasted in the MCU like this. I want Jack Black in the MCU so bad.
Danny, have him be Star-Lord, but he never goes out into space. He just uses the music from his mom's mixtape to get really into music, rock and roll, and classic rock. But then he starts living on his friend's couch with Sarah Silverman, and then he makes School of Rock canon.
Oh my god, Dewey Finn's an Avenger. Oh my god. If you guys don't know, School of Rock is one of my all-time favorite movies. Like, I love School of Rock. It's so good.
See Jack Black come out with like his magic guitar that like if he plays the right chords it shoots lasers.
Oh my god, it's just a Tenacious D music